Either own or you're looking to own a XJ series Jaguar and you have brake problems. Brakes are spongy, car doesn't stop very well, it feels like it needs fluid. It probably needs fluid, but it's not just brake fluid, all right? There's something funky about these cars that you need to know about. They actually take mineral oil. Not just brake fluid, but mineral oil. So traditionally, in most cars, you have your master cylinder here, and your brake fluid goes in this puppy here, right? This is just common sense. This is how brakes work, right? Not in a classic Jaguar. You have another little unit across kitty corner, way over there. See that green thing over there? That is where you put the mineral oil that runs your brakes. It's true. All right, so I'm going to show you how to put mineral oil in your Jaguar XJ6. This is an 89, I think up to 90, something like that, 91, 92. They had this system, which is bad, but nevertheless, this is how it works. This old straight six engine has a mineral oil compressor that works the brakes and the suspension. So there's a pump inside the engine, and if that pump goes bad, you're in big trouble because your brakes aren't going to work properly. If you're ever looking to buy one of these cars, you need to know whether the brakes work well or not, because if that pump is broken, then this engine needs to be replaced in order for your brakes to work effectively. So there's that. This is the mineral oil thing. I have modified this to a certain degree because it had a leak in it, and because you can't get parts for these cars anymore, I actually cleaned it up and I put some epoxy resin here. So this is hard as a rock and it stays in place, and it kept this from leaking. It used to leak really bad. I put this in to keep the pressure, so it doesn't pop out or leak on the top. And this is the indicator that tells you that it's low. See the red there? It means it's low. So here we go. So this is what you're going to need. You're going to need a hydraulic system mineral oil. This is the numbers that you need. And this is the refill. I bought a whole liter of it because my friend John, John, down in Bellevue there, the guy's a genius at working on Jaguars in Bellevue, Washington. He told me this is the stuff to get. You're going to need the applicator bottle, this little nipple thing, and this is how you put the fluid in it. So when this runs out, you buy one of these and you refill this, and that's how you put, yes, you're going to need this. You're going to need one of these bottles. Whether you can buy one, order one online, they still do make this stuff. So yes, that's the stuff you're going to need. Okay, so make sure your engine is off. You don't want to do this while the car is running because you will spew mineral oil all over everywhere. Again, consult a mechanic. I am not a mechanic. I'm a backyard mechanic. I have friends who are mechanics and they give me advice, but this is just backyard mechanic advice. So, but this is what works for me. I've done this before. And these old cars, man, this system is leaky, so you have to do it about every 6 months or so, depending on how much you drive the car. I put this little piece of rubber in there to seal it up. Yeah, so that seals that up because I had it leaking here, and you don't want it to leak at all because this stuff is expensive. Anyway, some dust off it there. Put it in there. There's a little spring in the bottom. You can feel it. You just push it down and you squeeze it in. That's really all there is to it. Keep pushing until there's no more in there. and it drank up all this, so that's about done. For some reason it's supposed to turn green when it's full. To be honest with you, I've never seen it do that, so I just put it in and try and eyeball it. And when the car feels good and the brakes feel good, I know it's got enough stuff in it. So but ideally this is supposed to turn green when it's done. So I'm gonna refill my applicator with some more of this. And again, that in there, push it down, let it fill up. Now when it see the clear in there, you can see that it's starting to get full. See that? No more it's going down inside, it's starting to suck back up. That means it's got enough in it. That's what that's clear for, so that you know when to keep putting it in and when to stop. And now it seems to be sucking the air out of it, and we seem to have a good amount of stuff in there. So that's how you do it. And if this thing is empty, yeah, you may need to take it to a shop and have them test your pump. It could have a leak, or it could be that your pump is bad, and that's really bad news. You don't want that to happen. But we have put mineral oil in here, and again, this stuff here, castor oil, mineral oil plus. There's the SKU from the place I bought it from, the shop I bought it from. Give a shout out to the guys at the Jag John's shop down there in Bellevue. Man, I forget the name of it. Anyway, that's how you put mineral oil in your classic Jag.